Have you been having a hard time obtaining prime parts while doing Void Fissures? Well, there is probably a good reason why, and today we are here to help both new and returning players, or even veterans who may not have this segment just yet. It is called the Void Relic Segment. This segment becomes extremely handy, especially if you're taking the time to farm the brand new Mirage Prime parts, or even the Hydroid Prime parts, or Prime parts for various weapons and or accessories within the game. In order to obtain this segment, we do need to discuss a little piece of knowledge that does need to be obtained in order to help you proceed forth, especially since they did get rid of Void keys now that the Void is a standardized mission area, just as is Earth, Mercury, and the various planets scattered throughout our solar system. If you are looking to enhance your Void Relics, you may want to take the time to actually go ahead and do this questline. It should not take you long, but I will need to state that you at least need to have Mercury and Earth unlocked. Now, if you do have both of these taken care of, all you have to simply do is head over to the navigation console, whether you're on PlayStation 4, PC, or Xbox One. As stated, all of the relevance in this video will remain the same despite your platform. Since my platform is PlayStation 4, you will be seeing PlayStation 4 commands versus the others. Now, to unlock this segment, you have to do the Mars Junction on Earth. Now, you do need to complete the various tasks as they are listed on the screen. You need to complete the quest line once a week. You need to defeat 150 Frontier Grenier and complete the other 2 objectives. Once you do this, that solar rail will unlock, and you will have to face down the mini boss within the solar rail. Now, because you do have to complete a specified mission for this, you do need to head over to Mercury and complete the mission on Sweet. It's a spy mission, which should not take you very long, especially if you have several members in your party. If you do have this piece, we are going to be talking about what you can do here. Now, the Void Relic Refinement is a part of the segment. This segment allows you to, as stated, look over what relics you have from the different areas within Warframe, such as Lith, Meso, Neo, and Axii. Now, each of these eras do contain multiple relic types, and each of them do come with their own loot tables. As you can see here, each of them does contain various prime parts as well as forma within their loot table. But do not expect forma to be all that common within these, since a lot of the prime parts are focused on within each of these. Now, to obtain void traces, which I know many of you will be wondering how to do that, since it is going to be part of this current segment, you will need to have several relics already under your belt. You will need to be completing Void Fissures in order to get void traces. Now, to get bonus void traces, people will need to select loot from your relic itself. This will give you enhanced amounts of void traces, which will allow you to enhance your relics even further. As you can see here, I will be doing the Radiant, which does cost an exceptional amount of 100 void traces. Because of this, the loot table itself has been dramatically enhanced, allowing me to have better chances at all the prime parts listed within the table. As you can see here, the more rare and uncommon parts are extremely hard to obtain, which allowed me to enhance that relic to the point to make them slightly more reasonable to access. Unfortunately, this does mean you will be needing to farm quite a bit, especially if you are hunting down the newer primes such as Mirage, Hydroid, Valkyrie, or what have you. Now, if you do have relics and you do want to go to farm void traces and or obtain more relics, all you have to do is simply look for a mission that isn't just a single objective mission. More than likely, you want to grab a interception, a defense, a survival, or even a mobile defense, which will allow you to have more time and better chances at higher loot. This does not mean you will have a 100% chance to obtain the rarer loot. Now, because I have stated this, I will flash forward to an interception I did versus the Spy to give you an idea of just how much more of a chance I had at obtaining my loot. But because this mission is a single objective mission, we were unable to obtain multiple prime parts. For those of you hoping to get multiples, you will need to consider mission types such as interception, survival, or even defense missions, as these do give you a chance to go after repeated prime parts within that relic family, which you're about to see me do here just momentarily when the team I am with and I decide to go ahead and farm for the same relic family. With this mission being completed, as you can see for the single objective, the rewards aren't half bad for the mission type itself. Since the mission type is rather short, it was rather easy for us just to blow through it and obtain what we needed in order to get in and get out. If this is your type of mission, then it might be suggested that you partake in such missions, as it will give you a chance to work with different team members and or for your friends and yourselves to perhaps take a mission type of your liking. But because I do prefer interception missions as far as the Void is concerned, I did partake in several re-instancings of this same mission where we decided to stay for longer and longer waves. But I will warn, like any mission type, especially if you're new for Warframe, any mission type such as this that has wave-based objectives after defending, you will want to consider the fact this is going to get a lot harder as you go, and will do so rather quickly. So if you do partake into a mission like this, please consider taking a leveled Warframe as well as leveled weapons. As you can see for me, I was helping plenty of new players, which was enjoyable, especially because I gave these ladies and gentlemen a chance to get up to items of which they needed and to obtain the items that they may want or may need to help them further along in Warframe. Because I was farming the Venka Prime Blades, this actually helped me out. And as you can see, there is a bonus if you decide to farm, because you actually get boosters for each time you stay in and you do a new Void Relic selection. For us, this was multiple Lith Relics, so the more Lith Relics we did, the better chances we had at getting pieces within the Lith Relic family. Now, because I did not have a Radiant, a Flawless, or an Exceptional relic within the Lith family, I just went ahead and kept selecting standard Lith relics in order to have a chance at loot. As you can see here, once again, I went ahead and fast forwarded through our mission just to give you an idea of what it would look like had I perhaps had a better loot table or even a better relic for myself and my squad to use. But as you can see here, I did take in a contributor bonus, which gave me more void traces to use to enhance my relics. But I will give you just a few minutes to see exactly what this does and how it works, and then I will go ahead and with some more commentary. If this isn't for you, you can skip to approximately 10 minutes and 13 seconds where I will be continuing commentary. As you can see, now that our mission is over, we did obtain a chance to use all of the endless bonuses and obtain all of them, so that had we proceeded, we would have been getting each of those for every wave past the ones we had completed. And because we completed the 4 and were having slight difficulty, I decided perhaps it was time for us to extract, especially with me having taken the lead on the amount of kills as well as the amount of defense that we had for each of the interception points. But as you can see, we did leave with a decent amount of prime parts, which I could trade for platinum, mods, other prime parts, and or even, say, wraith weaponry, were there wraith weapons I need. But because there is not, I'm going to hold on to the parts and actually use them for prime parts for myself. As you can see here, my loadout is quite simple for the mission I went through. I went ahead and took some moderately leveled gear, and didn't take my highest level gear, especially since gear does level with your mastery rate. So if you are a higher mastery, say like myself who is a 17, you get 17 times 2 if you have Orokin reactors or Orokin catalysts within your gear, because that you can have higher level equipment, and you can even ensure that your equipment will level beyond that as you rank up through your mastery and rank the weapon up itself. But with that being said, I do want to take note that you do want to be well prepared, as the fissures themselves can scale in level. Some of them starting out at, say, level 33 or even higher than that, depending on the enemy type as well as the type of fissure. But because that is all the time we have today, I do want to thank all of you for tuning in. I do hope this helps some of you newer players or even returning players who may not understand how the Void Fissures work, or even the Void Relic segment itself. We will have an advanced tutorial coming with how standing and the factions work in 2018, so stay tuned for us in January regarding that. But we do have a few more beginner tutorials that we will be wrapping up before the beginning of the new year. Again, I'm your host, Dustin Murphy. If you have any questions, as always, please ask them down in the comments below. If you are viewing this through the Warframe forums, please comment and let us know what type of tutorial we can make in order to help you proceed with your endeavors in Warframe. Again, I'm your host, Dustin Murphy, and thank you so much for tuning in, and we look forward to having you in the future.